Hi, and welcome to my wormery. Sorry about that. Loud noises. We are here to feed my 40-gallon worm bin their 18th feeding. I believe it's their 18th or 19th. I'll have it down in the title. Last week we noticed that the bedding was a little too dry, so I've been running the forehead mister here, and looks like the middle's wet enough, but it looks like this filter's a little dry. Let me grab my rake and we can dig in to the contents of their bedding. Grab my knee pad so I can take a knee here. Ooh, bump the tripod. Sorry about that. So we got an apple over here. This part of the bedding is a little damp but not wet. So underneath the little, looks like we got some wormy action. There's movement when I move the bedding, so let's dig in a little. This is where I think we fed the last time. I see some corn. I see a little wormy butt right there. There's a teeny little worm. Or is that a stick? That's not a worm. I saw another little butt over here, but he went down. There was somebody at the edge. There's our apple. Let's see if we got any action underneath our apple. Oh, we bumped into another apple. We do got some wormies. Oh yeah. Yes, there's let me bring these guys in for a fly-by-wire look. Oh, them wormies. Them wormies look like they is enjoying their apple. Let me bring some light into the situation. A little bit more light for you. So yeah, they're digging into that apple regardless of the light. They don't care about the light. Yeah, alright, good. Yeah, they're loving it. So I'm loving it. Happy with what this worm bin's doing. Let me bring these guys back out here. I folded the tripod, sorry. I messed up the angle. Alright, hopefully we're back to our original angle. Let me flip that apple back over so the wormies can finish working on it. We'll bury that back under. And let's check out the middle where we didn't feed, but we got bedding and we got wormies. We got lots of wormies making their way to either the feeding or they're stopping by for a look in the bedding and eat, take a bite of the bedding and move on. Yeah, there's wormies all throughout this bin. And they're doing a great job in here, let me tell you. We move this bedding bubble wrap stuff away. And I bring the light onto this side. Maybe these guys can check it out, but they have absolutely been destroying those coffee filters. That's what I didn't put in that other bin, coffee. But that's alright. We can grab the coffee for in here. Yeah, these we're gonna feed them right there in the middle, in the wet spot where the breads were about 2 weeks ago, and yeah, we'll get a ping pong working in here. That scoop's got stuff in it. This one doesn't now. Get some coffee for that. Sorry, y'all. It's just oh no. Okay. Alright, we're back. Sorry about that. Let's get them their feeding since we got the food sitting right here. Don't worry, this is not frozen lettuce. This is lettuce that came out of the fridge. Oh, I put that in the wrong spot, didn't I? I did. We're feeding down the middle today. And we're using up this whole bag, so let's just dump it. Yeah, it was starting to get slimy, that's why. It's worm food. I'm not gonna sit here and pick each piece of this lettuce out while you guys are watching. Yeah. Alright. Call that empty. Move over. Next bag. Let's give them some squash. This is fresh yellow squash from dinner tonight. Let's give them the end of the dragon fruit. We got some apple. We got some more apple. Some more apple. Now we're getting into a little bit of the frozen stuff. There's some pumpkin. Make sure I put this in the over there. More pumpkin. More pumpkin. I gotta get these apples out. These apples have seen better times. Yes, this is a big feeding. This is a big bin. There's a good 1,500 to 2,000 worms in this bin. So, yeah, I do go a little excessive when I do feed them. Lots of apple. I think we're gonna call it there. So we got some coffee for this bin. We'll sprinkle it in. Do some greens, some pumpkin, some squash. They got a good amount of food in there. I got some vermicelli for them. I don't have any grit this week. We will double it up next week. I used up all the eggshell last week, so let me give them some vermicelli, and then we'll cover this feeding so that these flea flies finally die off. Sprinkling my vermicelli throughout the bin, not just on the feeding, because I want them to eat the bedding too. And usually I put 2 scoops in the 40-gallon bin because it's a big behemoth here. And again, there's lots of wormies in here, and I want them to eat well. Alright, so yeah, let let me look at the time here. 10 minutes. Alright, guys, I'm not going to keep you around. So there is the feeding of the 40-gallon worm bin. I'm not going to keep you around to cover. I'm not going to keep you around to cover the feeding zone and struggle with exporting. 10 minutes is long enough. Alright, guys, please hit that thumbs up. Please subscribe, and if